I'm Sondra Hupp, the Trails Naturalist here at Mohican State Park. And we are at the beginning of the Hemlock Gorge Trail. This trail is at the very back of our Class A campground. It heads off right about at the intersection of our road that heads back to our cabin area. So if you've camped at the campground, you know you go all the way to the back of the campground, or if you stayed in the cabins, you just come out to where the bridge crosses and heads into the campground. You can head right up this road and off on the trail. We're at an intersection actually of a lot of different trails. The North Rim Trail is a trail that follows the ridge up above our Class A campground. There's also a bike trail that is up on that ridge and goes around, a mountain bike trail. So a lot of really cool places to explore right here at this spot. From this point, the Hemlock Gorge Trail will follow the Clear Fork River, the beautiful scenic Clear Fork River, upriver toward our covered bridge. You will first come to the Class B campground. It's about a 2-mile hike to the Class B campground, and then another about a mile gets you to the covered bridge. So let's go. If you visit the park between now and early to late spring, you'll notice the trail is pretty muddy. It looks like an access road because it is acting as a road for construction. The Ohio Department of Natural Resources is constructing a bridge over the river at this end of the park, kind of replacing an old swinging bridge that was taken out by a bad flood in the late 60s. If you visit during this time of construction, you'll notice the access road goes straight and it's a little muddy. But our trail actually makes a left-hand turn here and gets closer to the river. You'll follow the sign that says Tube Launch and that tells you that our trail goes this way, the old trail is closed. So let's head on the real trail. For 30 years, I've walked this trail and walked past these remnants of the old swinging bridge and really hoped that someday we would get a new bridge crossing the river. We're about to see where that new construction is taking place. It's just upriver from this point. So we've reached the point of the trail where you can actually see the construction taking place. We have a temporary bridge in place. This is not for foot traffic. We are not allowed to cross this. This is only for construction purposes so they can get their materials across, the concrete for the pylons and such as that. This will connect our Hemlock Gorge Trail to our newly opened Gorge Overlook Trail on the other side, because the Gorge Overlook, beautiful view of the whole gorge and this river valley, can be seen from right up on that hill. Approximately 2 miles from where this trail started at the Class A campground, you will approach the Class B campground. When you get to this point, there are several boardwalks, walkways built above some spring-fed streams that come down off the gorge wall. In this time of year and in the springtime, you see some beautiful waterfalls right along this walkway. We started at the east end of this trail and the Class A campground. Now we are at the west end of the trail here in the Class B campground. And as you can see, we have some really well-marked trails, wonderful maps at each end, and also signs that inform you of our COVID restrictions to please wear a mask if you come across someone else on the trail and maintain a 6 feet distance between you. It doesn't matter what season of the year it is, hiking the Hemlock Gorge Trail between the Class A campground and the covered bridge is always one of my favorites. Won't you come and check it out too?